All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Monday, August 22nd. So we were in over the weekend. We were in California, near LA, in Anaheim, to be exact. We had an amazing presentations and one-day webinar or seminar with variable traders. About 60 of our traders, 65 of traders came. It was a really nice day. We got to talk to each other. We got to present, I think, 6 presentations. Mike did a really amazing presentation. Megan did an amazing presentation. Ardi, amazing. Brian as well, and myself did that. It was a really nice day event, and it was actually, I think, it's a perfect format. Obviously, after that, we hit to the bar. We meet so many of traders like Anya that I've never met in person. So that was really nice. So we posted a couple of pictures and videos and stuff. So our meetups were usually going to the bar and drink, but we don't get a chance to talk to people, and people don't get a chance to talk to everybody. So we decided to, instead of that, why not just having a half a day? We started at 12, we finished at 6, and after that we went to the bar, and it turned out to be a really amazing experience because we got to see traders more, they got to see us more, plus we still had the drinking, and we didn't waste their time really coming just for 5 minutes drink or something. It was actually something comes out of it, and I think it was really good feedback that we got. So hopefully we can do it more and more. Obviously Southern California is a hub, Florida is a hub, New York City is a hub. Maybe we can have 3 big ones, and as by the feedback and suggestions of you guys, we can actually continue growing that. So for the people who attended, we're going to send the link of all the presentations, plus we send you feedback forms that if you can help us on the feedback, that would be really nice. And yeah, so many great feedback that we're getting, and that's essentially the community building is about, bringing people together and just making sure that we are in touch with each other. Anyways, I had a really amazing day. Market has gapped down again because of the concerns about China and interest rate and stuff. It's not news anymore, but AMC, which is a meme stock, was gapping down significantly, and it was sold off, came back up. I saw that on a 5-minute chart we are getting some sort of a bullish engulfing crack, so I went long. I got out of it, but as soon as I got out of it, the heavy volume came in, that a squeeze happened, that actually the 5-minute chart became that 5-minute bullish engulfing. So I jumped in heavy size on that, popped up, sold, and then it got halted. First halt, after the halt, usually halt on the way up is good. As soon as it came up, I sold above 12, second halt, and then the second halt popped up over 13 and then sold off. And I'm still in there. I still have 2,000 shares left here. I want to see if we can actually go higher or not. I'm not going to add anything on there, just holding to see if we can continue going higher toward 13 or not, but I'm not going to add in there because after a couple of halts, the volatility is really coming down, and essentially they want traders to go away. So it's holding this 1250. It might be a good place to add, it might not be a good place to add. I don't know if I want to continue doing that. We might go to 13 now, but we'll see how it goes. If it does, I'm going to sell above 13. So that was my AMC trade. Turned out to be the best trade of the day. And then I had one loss on TQQ and one loss on AMD, and I did a quick scalp on SQQ, which turned out to be a very solid day for me. So what's the SQQ? What's the AMD? AMD at the open, market, although market was gapping down, it was a really nice doji, very beautiful doji. So I did a 1-minute opening range breakout. That was a perfect setup, although the market was gapping down, but it really held the VWAP. And I went long, popped up, touched the 95. I wanted to just sell above the 95, but I didn't partial properly, dropped and just got stopped out. And so that was a unfortunate trade, but that's okay. I mean, I should have partial here. That was a really nice pop. It touched 95.03, but I should have probably got in there. And after that, I really never touched that. And then we go to TQQ. TQQ, same thing. So it really hold in the first minute, closes the doji. I went long, popped up, came down, added more, and eventually got stopped out. And I'm glad I got stopped out. This was a loss, but that's okay because it really dropped after that. And I did try to catch a reversal on it. It did catch, popped up, it's really nice. I added a couple of times. I, really held as a doji as well. So I really thought that it gonna hold the VWAP, and it just dropped for a couple of minutes, and I got stopped out. I didn't actually see that it dropped out. So eventually, even though I got a really nice run on it here, even though I got this nice run at it, this ad really messed it up, and eventually I turned out to be red on that. And yeah, that's it for me. I mean, the AMC, obviously, this was a really, really nice trade, and I'm still in there. This 2000 share, let's see what it's going to do. And if it's holding this one, it might go higher. BBBY was a nice run up. A lot of our traders got that, BBBY. I didn't get that. I think Brian also traded that as well. And
Yeah.
yeah. So, Brian, how was your trading?
Oh, it wasn't great. I didn't trade AMC. You got a nice move on it. I didn't trade it. I shorted Oxy at the open when it started to drop. Even I think I even got some in the pre-market, and then it popped up to the VWAP, which which I was net. Then I was red on it. So when it got to the VWAP, I added to my position. So when I do that, adding to a losing position that's and shorting it at the VWAP, and then with a really tight stop. So adding to a losing position isn't, I do it strategically. So any kind of move higher from the VWAP, I would have shorted. I would have stopped out of the whole thing. I wouldn't have added more as it went higher. But as it turned out, it did stall at the VWAP, what I expected, so it pulled back. But it wasn't as good a profitable trade as I had hoped it would be. So anyway, that and ENVX, I shorted it, really dropped at the open. I covered half, came back up to my break even. I stopped out of the rest.
What was the
So that
ticker?
wasn't as
EMVX.
ENVX, yeah. It really dropped hard at the open.
Yeah.
I was kind of trading it. It's a trade book I have called the balloon trade, which is a stock gapping up but trading below the VWAP. So it dropped, but then came back up quite quickly as well, and it really broke out after that. Qs are still selling off here. Anyway, other than that, had a little bit of a little scalp on a TQQQ or SQQQ, sorry,
SQQ, yeah.
and yeah, that's about it. I didn't trade AMC. Trade that one little meme trade in there, the BBBY. So yeah, that was my day. Not particularly great, but I'll take it. Didn't really see anything that I really liked that was setting up, but the meme stocks came through again here for us.
So Thor shorted the Veru. That's the trade that I see here. That Thor is traded Veru short from 1850 all the way to 730.
Nice.
That's really nice. So that's the trade that he posted. Very beautiful. So that's his entry, and that's these are the partials that he got. That's a very, very beautiful trading here as well. And what else? That's it.
Nice.
Anything from Jared or other traders? Jared, you need to trade anything better? Or Peter? Nice. Anyways, so other than that, guys, that's great. So this week, again, full of presentations. We're going to have really nice presentations. If you have any question, email me, Andrew at Verbal Traders. Peak Capital, we're starting in 2 weeks. For those of you who want to, we discussed the Peak Capital in the presentation a lot. So essentially, we're helping you build that trade book and testing that trade book. Someone suggested that why not all of the bootcamp in 5 days, because we're busy just getting everything and get over it. But we can do that. You can watch all the presentations in 1 day or 2 days, but you really need to go over time to build and refine that trade book. So that part you can't really, it's like learning everything about a gym and exercise, but you have to actually go to the gym and do the exercise to build the muscles and get back in shape. So you have to look at it that way, that yes, you can compact it, the amount of time that you should study, but the actually doing the act of trading, you can't really bypass that one. The more the better. Jared,
it's like
AMD?
Yeah, it's going to say it's like learning to fly. I mean, you can read all the books and and sit behind the controls, but in a couple days, if you really cram, but you can't learn to fly by just cramming in books and not practicing and
exactly
hours and hours of training.
Exactly, just put the hours in there. That's the most important part. All right, great job, guys, everybody. Thank you so much. And again, we have some spots left for Peak Capital. We're starting September 7 after the Labor Day weekend. That's it. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and